Hi grade ones, I'm going to read you the story Gifts. It's written by Joel and Bogart, illustrated by Barbara Reed. Barbara Reed doesn't illustrate the pictures the way I ask you to illustrate pictures, where you draw with pencil, color with pencil crayon, maybe outline with a tiny touch of marker to make things pop a little bit. Barbara Reed uses plasticine. She creates very thin layers of plasticine and uses special tools to add texture and mix colors. You'll see it's beautiful. So I hope you enjoy the story Gifts. As we travel through the story, I hope you also can see some of the other things that are changing in the book, and we'll talk a tiny touch about it at the end. Okay? Gifts. My grandma went to traveling, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Not much," said I, "just a piece of the sky and 100 songs I can sing." My grandma went to Africa, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just a baboa seed, that's all I need." And a roar from the jungle king. My grandma went to Australia, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just a didgeridoo, some billabongoo, and a boomerang I can fling." My grandma went to Mexico, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just a sunrise kissed by the morning mist." And the whirl of a hummingbird's wing. My grandma went to Hawaii, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just the secret wish of a flying fish and a rainbow to wear as a ring." My grandma went to the Arctic, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just a long white hair from a polar bear and an iceberg on a string." My grandma went to India, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just something nice like curry and rice and a sitar's twang and zing." My grandma went to Switzerland, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just a chunk of cheese and a mountain, please, and a bell that goes ding-a-ling." My grandma went to China, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just something small from beside the Great Wall and a memory from Beijing." My grandma went to England, said, "What would you have me bring?" "Just the smell of rain from a shady lane and a ride on a garden swing." My gran had such a wonderful time that now we are going too, and everything she gave to me I'm going to give to you. So it's a beautiful little story about a grandma who travels all over the world and brings little gifts to her granddaughter. Now her granddaughter asked for some pretty crazy things that are not possible, like a hair from a polar bear, but the grandma travels around and the little girl ages as the book goes along, and by the end of the book she's a mom who's taking her child on traveling adventures. As we see, the grandma also ages throughout the book as well. I would really like you to tell me about your favorite part of the book, whether it's the illustrations, one of the places she traveled, one of the little souvenirs that the grandma picked up for the granddaughter along the way. I would also, so my favorite part of the story is, and then tell me why, because, tell me why. I would also like you to tell me in a few sentences about some special little souvenir you have that you've collected from somewhere you've traveled, whether it's Sunset Point and you found a piece of sea glass, or whether it's a special rock, or whether it's something you've picked up on your travels to a different country or a different place. So please tell me about something that's special to you. Bye grade ones, I miss you.